All right. So this is the first episode of a podcast I'm doing with myself, Max, and my 4 friends. It's called the Inner Circle Podcast. I'm going to let my friends introduce themselves around the circle, starting with Caden.
Fuck. I had my finger on my nose for a reason.
Yeah, that's not how around the circle goes, though.
Well, I don't know how to introduce myself.
Want me to do it for you?
Yeah, actually, Seth, you introduce Caden.
Okay, Caden. He's been my friend since 4th grade. I used to not talk at all in school until I met this dork. He's very crazy. He's very, very,
See?
wild. Wild.
I'm not interesting enough for anyone to introduce.
Very lacking in personality.
My personality consists of 3 things. Young gravy, comic books. That's it.
Velociraptors.
The third thing is emptiness.
The third thing is loneliness.
I see. Are you going to describe
Alright, I guess
Seth
I'll
now?
go Seth then. Seth. I met Seth in 4th grade. He was like one of the first few people I talked to. I talked to like Drew, and then I met him and another kid, Cameron. Seth, it was always a very... At first he was quiet, didn't really speak much, and he never really got on anyone's nerves because he didn't speak. The more I became friends with him, the more he spoke, the more he got on everyone's nerves, and I swear I can't go 3 seconds without him making just some comment.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone can attest to that now. I've created a monster.
Jaden, Colton, which one of you?
Oh, man.
Jaden first.
Are they going to introduce each other or themselves?
All right, I'll introduce Colton. If
If
that's okay with you.
So
Sure.
once y'all do that, we should all introduce Max.
I'll take the heat for that, I guess. I can handle it.
All right, Colton is a guy. He loves frogs. He loves really
4
cool.
of them, exactly.
He has really cool fashion design. Like he wears the coolest outfits in our friend group.
That's not very hard to do.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there.
You lead by a large
He
margin.
rocks the fit every single day. He loves music. He plays. He was a rapper, but I'm not gonna go any further than that.
Yo, can we please talk about that at some
No.
point? Are you still making songs?
No.
Why
Anyways,
not?
let's move on.
Yeah, we'll move on because I know this is a touchy subject. For
I
him.
still play his songs every day.
He is pretty baller. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Thanks, Jaden. That was really, really kind
Back
of
to you, Colton.
I'm Colton. Jaden just introduced me. Jaden's pretty cool. He's got a haircut.
His hair is cut.
He's pretty athletic, I would say. He's probably he's got some fast legs. He's probably the funniest person I know. Sorry to you guys.
Wow.
Understandable.
You know
He-
what?
he-
I do recall a point in high school when he called me the funniest person in the world.
Okay, that's
He's
a
called
little bit of
everyone
a
the
reach.
funniest person in the world.
God damn it.
No, but when I said it to Jaden, I truly believed it.
It takes one good joke, and Colton thinks you're the funniest person in the world.
Well,
I
they should none of
guarantee
us
you
have
by
made a good joke.
I'll take it. My ego went through the roof that day. I was walking around like the funniest man in the world.
I'm surprised you didn't trip and fall.
People were laughing at me. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, they were laughing at you, Jaden, not with you.
I laugh with you, Jaden. I want you to know that.
I
Thank
know.
you. What else about Jaden? He's pretty motivated. He's a motivated person. And I like him. He's my friend.
Just bagging money all the time.
I thought those two were so sweet, and we're just like, oh, he's an asshole.
Just straight dickhead. Anyways, now that we're back to this, Max here on the other hand. Let's go back to the assholeness. I met Max in... He says 6th grade, but I didn't even know he existed. I'm not gonna lie.
None of us were like friends, right?
Yeah, we were in the same class, but he knew that me and Seth were alive. We didn't know him, sadly, which kind of sucks.
That's all right.
But
I missed on other people as well. So.
Yeah, in 8th grade though, we really became friends with him. Right off the bat, I could tell his ego is bigger than the Great Wall of China. Maybe 2 Great Walls of China.
In terms of size, definitely like the tallest building.
Oh yeah. Like, put 3 Eiffel Towers on top of each other, that might be half of his ego.
Yeah. Max organized the podcast, and I think that's fitting for his personality.
And it'll probably die because that's also fitting for my
Hey, but at least we got one episode out of it.
We've tried this before.
Yeah, watch
Not
him
the
just
first time.
not edit this and it just never even gets posted.
That's like, yeah, I've got recordings of my friends.
The point is, he likes to do new things, which is a part of his personality.
Yeah.
But does he finish the new things?
It doesn't matter.
We're,
It's just
we're currently sitting in his room right now, and I'm looking at his wall that he said he was going to paint as a jungle. I see 3 bushes. It has been this way for years.
well, the funny thing about it is that it still has the painter's tape around it.
Like, it's not a finished job.
Yeah, like he's like planning to do it more.
The issue is I was told I'm not supposed to be painting any more of it.
Why not?
I thought I would, but I wouldn't paint like a full mural now. I'd probably just do a few more plans to like finish out the bottom part.
Why? Just because it'd be hard to paint over, I guess?
Yeah, and I think they plan on painting over it.
The video's not getting posted, Jaden.
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it.
Seth, you haven't said
Maybe.
anything about Max yet.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really too close with Max in 6th grade at all. I just knew him as the supercomputer along with David. David was the boat guy, and I just knew that Max hanged around with the boat guy.
Oh, I forgot. He was
Like-
big on the Titanic, right?
What?
Yeah.
I'm sure still deep down. I've suppressed that, luckily. Poor David. I used to bully him all the time about the boat thing. Feel bad.
It was justified.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I like how we're making fun of him for liking boats.
I
We're like the
think
biggest
David
freaking
and I's
nerds here.
egos
Yeah.
We're like equally matched.
It was like God and Satan going at each other, except there was no God, just another Satan.
It was definitely 2 opposing forces of great magnitude.
when a unstoppable force meets an immovable object, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just charging through, and he was like, Titanic. you were the iceberg to his Titanic.
I probably
Basically.
Do I introduce all of you guys now, or are we good?
I think we're good.
I think we've thoroughly introduced each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you
As
can,
our-
I feel like we should introduce each other through our words, you know? I feel like
that
people
works
should
too.
get to
I
know
think
us.
the
I'm
more-
not asking
Word.
a question that I guess still counts as more introduction. If our group was like a fictional group that exists, like the Avengers or something,
Yeah.
what group would we be?
you know the superheroes on what was it, Homelander? Yeah, that's us.
You mean like,
We're not
you mean like
that
the
big
boys?
dicks.
Huh?
You mean the boys?
Yeah. Oh, not the
No
boys.
way.
We are not that. We're assholes, but we're not
Like the
that much of
superheroes.
assholes.
We're
You think
pretty
we're like
big
the
ass.
superheroes?
Yeah.
Yikes.
If we were given those superpowers, I think we would be just as shitty as people.
We're like the
I
Power
don't
Rangers.
see.
Not.
I don't see anyone in this room committing mass murder because they can't save a plane.
Yeah, I hope not.
I feel like we're like the Power Rangers.
The Power
The
Rangers?
Power Rangers!
Yeah.
We're out there fighting crime and shit.
I was thinking.
No,
I would
like,
say Teen Titans.
we're all
probably.
different colors, but when we come together, we're
There's only one
I was
Asian
gonna
dude
say
in
4
here.
out of
Not-
the 5
not
of us
literally.
are white.
Okay, so if we
figuratively.
we could do the Power Rangers.
And I'm legally white. We're just 5 white Power Rangers.
If we could do the Power Rangers
Let's
thing, where like we join together for like one giant mech, what body part of the mech would you be?
The dick.
I think everyone was saying
I
that.
think I claim that.
I guess we'll all just fight over the dick.
We're just one big dick megazord.
I think I want to be the left arm.
I don't know the
The
ass,
left
bro.
arm.
Just the cake.
like the weenus of the arm, maybe.
You would be a part of his.
Just elbow, all elbow.
Yeah.
No,
I just
Like,
think it was more
reality, Jaden would be the legs for sure.
Oh yeah,
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 yeah.
Like
I would
realistically
say
speaking.
Because
Yeah,
that's
Seth would probably be.
I-
Seth would probably be like the right arm. Colton left arm, sure. Max would be the head, and I'd just be the torso.
And can't they form their own little mechs? Like individual
Oh,
mechs?
maybe, yeah.
I would definitely be a cheetah.
I've not watched a whole lot of Power Rangers.
I haven't
Yeah,
either, but
there's
I've
like
got
lots
the
of
basic
Power
premise
Rangers
around it.
series.
Yeah,
And that's in one of them for sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of like we could be the Ninja Turtles, you know, and
Yeah.
either Seth or Colton could be the rat. The sensei.
No, that goes. To
That's
Colton.
definitely
Yeah, that goes to Colton.
I was thinking.
I would be the worst guidance, okay? My life advice, Don't take it.
He'd be Casey
That's true, but
Jones.
you look the oldest. You look ancient.
Oh, thank
You,
you.
you have the beard. for
Yeah.
sure.
I had the
We're all
beard.
sitting here basicly baby face, maybe like a mustache here and there.
But after about a week of being sensei, you'd be like, guys, where's my wisdom? I've lost it.
Okay, so I just forced Seth and Colton to watch episode 5 of WandaVision. Caden and Jaden and I have seen episode 6, and we're just going to spoil episode 6 for them.
Okay.
Because they knew we were going to be talking about this show today.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about the show so far? Those of you that are only episode 5.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3 were really boring for me. Like, I just couldn't get into it. But episodes 4 and 5 were both pretty good. It started becoming interesting, I guess.
So do you like the superhero shit more than the like sitcom shit?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I understand.
The sitcom stuff kind of feels like a joke, you know, that runs on a little too long. You know what I mean?
I feel like 1 or 2 episodes and they should have been done with it. A third episode was just kicking a dead horse even more.
I mean, I get the entire fucking point of the show.
I think it'll be sitcom until the end.
Yeah.
I like
it's less sitcom-y now than it was at the beginning.
Yes,
though.
Yeah,
the beginning was just straight sitcom.
Yeah.
I like the sitcom. I don't know if that's because I like sitcoms, but I also like old TV shows and
You
movies
like
and stuff.
sitcoms, yeah.
Exactly.
You talk
Older
about
things are
that
cool.
70s show, like,
Yeah,
all the time.
It's a great show.
If I
I
was
just
not
like-
forced to watch it, I would not have watched it.
I think the second episode was bad and the first episode was good. So I think that you guys are probably right. The sitcom thing is something they couldn't keep doing. Like if it was just a sitcom, it would probably.
It'd be hard to portray any story.
It would
with
run on
just
no
the
legs,
sitcom,
yeah.
I only started watching it like when it first like got announced and like I saw a trailer or two. I was like, that does not look interesting because it all only looked like sitcom. But once I saw like the clip of Vision, like when he just is dead, like once I saw that, I was like, okay, now it's interesting. Now I want to watch it. So I had to sit through the sitcom to finally get to the interesting part. Like the sitcom was still like, haha, I can laugh at this. Like, haha, the gum is stuck in Vision, but. Please stop staring at me, Jaden.
You're staring at me. I thought it was like equal staring.
Do you guys watch action shows? I know you do, Caden.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys watch action shows?
Um,
Because I was worried that a lot of the Avengers and like Marvel's shows would be
Too action.
bad because they're just action, and because
hot in here.
personally I'm not a big fan of
sorry, that's just me.
like Iron Fist and stuff like that, or honestly even the Green Arrow. Sorry,
Green
Caden.
Arrow is it didn't really do Green Arrow. It was Batman with a bow. But
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
be
that.
honest. I love the show, but it was Batman with a bow. It was a good show. Like I think
It's over.
yeah. Sadly,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm depressed. That was my source of happiness. But it's over now. No, but I think action
I
shows
don't think
like,
that's an
for
exaggeration.
superheroes are the best fit. Like
I mean, yeah, because superheroes are just action.
exactly.
heroes.
That's like and all the action shows I really watch, they're either FBI like Criminal Minds or superheroes.
See, I feel that way about like monsters, like King Kong and Godzilla. I liked watching them just fight stuff. With superheroes, I'm like, oh, these are people with people stories, and I want to hear the people story mixed with the saving other people's stuff.
I mean, yeah, that gets thrown in there. It's not just punch, 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 kick, kick, kick.
Okay.
That's what makes monster movies so good. Kaiju movies. Just remove the human element. I just want to see two monsters fuck each other
I just
up.
don't think they can do it for 2 hours. I would love to see it, but
I want
like,
to
if
see
it
it for
was
2
King-
hours.
If it was
I want to see
King
them just
Kong
go
versus
fucking.
Godzilla for 2 hours, I would walk out within the first hour.
I mean, I'm sure they would come up with some like crazy choreography, like for the fights, like because it's 2 hours, they have to do something creative, right?
Oh,
So some of the fights would be like crazy just
like,
because they're
it'd
doing
be
sick shit.
groundbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, if you have 2 hours to spend just fighting, some of it's got to be really cool.
Yeah,
right?
but then other
Yeah,
parts of it are
but
just very...
the rest of it would
Yeah,
be
just, like,
either
punching
really
and
redundant
shit.
or just
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
flat
that's
out.
the 20th building Godzilla threw King Kong into.
Like, you can only
I
do
just
one
do not
episode.
want any more human element into my monster fuck fest. Okay.
I
just wanna see
It'd be
monkeys.
like a 20-minute movie.
Yeah, I think keeping the plot between the monsters would be cool.
They could do like Godzilla versus King Kong versus like Cthulhu versus like any big animal
Yeah,
that
just
can
the
hurt
whole
things.
world.
Yeah.
If they just did a monster movie tournament to where every single monster that was ever in a movie just fought until they got to the final 2 ones, I might watch
That
that.
spider from Harry Potter.
The story is just that it is a simulation of them just fighting.
Yeah,
each other
it's
in the
just-
park.
tournament.
I thought it was from
Who's
Lord of
the
Rings.
baddest?
The really big spider.
Like, we would see Godzilla versus Jason Voorhees.
They're big spiders, man. There are multiple fictional spiders.
Do you think the Lord of the Rings
That's
one or
true.
the Harry Potter one?
The spider in the Spider-Man is tiny.
No, the spider
Harry
in
Potter.
Harry
Oh,
Potter.
Harry
Do you think the
Potter.
Harry Potter one would beat the Lord of the Rings one, or the Lord of the Rings one would beat the Harry Potter one?
I feel like the Lord of the Rings one
I agree. I think the Lord of the Rings one is the.
I've
bigger
never watched the
monster.
Lord
is
of
the,
the Rings.
the
Never
big
watched
the big
either.
daddy of spiders.
and the other one's like a big mama of spiders.
Because in Lord of the Rings, isn't it like the
She's
mother of
not
spiders?
as big of a mama. Yeah, but and I think if she had all of her like spider sidekicks, she might beat Aragog.
That's
No,
cheating.
Aragog's the
Spider.
Harry Potter spider. What's the name of the one in Lord of the Rings?
I don't fucking know.
Spider.
I just know there's a big spider in
The
there
spider.
that they have to fight.
Yeah, if it's just those two one-on-one, I think the big one's gonna win because big one's like just bigger is better, I suppose.
Find out who the real size queens are in this group.
Next on the list. Oh wait, no. I want you guys to talk about what you thought of episode 5 because that's what I just made you watch. You guys were talking about like the show in general. What do you think of the most recent episode you just watched?
It was the best one so far, just because it had the most shit going on. There was a lot to focus on. The other ones seemed kind of boring.
I think
Yeah.
spoiler warnings for everyone who's listening.
I don't
Anyone who's
care.
listening. The the
The 5 of us. There's gonna be 5 of you.
I'm not listening.
Quick,
to
the
it.
4 views.
did you like the way they introduced Quicksilver?
Yeah, but I haven't watched X-Men in a really long time, so I don't have any like emotional connection to the character. But it was cool.
All right, now we're gonna go ahead and spoil it for you guys because we're gonna talk about episode 6.
Yeah, because I had no clue how Quicksilver got there or anything like that.
They
so-
don't. They don't.
Yeah,
explain.
they don't say in episode
What?
6 either.
So, not only do they not explain, there's a scene where, like, she sees him as kind of like her older brother. The one that-
Remember the Age of Ultron version that got riddled with bullets?
Yeah.
Yeah, she sees this Quicksilver as that corpse, basically, like with the bullet holes.
Yeah, she sees the bullet holes in his body.
Also, I like the fact that he made fun of that Quicksilver. Like, he was like, yeah, I was shot dead in the street like a chump. And I was like, wow, way to just dig at that Quicksilver.
Because this version of Quicksilver, like, pushes bullets around with his fingies. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
technically,
deal.
this is the Age of Ultron version. It's not really the X-Men. It's just the face
I don't
of
know
the
if I
X-Men.
believe that.
Yeah, I
No,
don't think I believe that either.
No,
However-
it most definitely
That's
is.
incredibly confusing.
I agree. I think it'd be confusing. I think the whole point of them bringing back him acting it instead of just bringing back the other guy is because it's gonna be the X-Men version.
I
so
think
far,
it's-
he's talking like the X-Men version, or at least closer to the
I
X-Men
think-
version
yeah.
of the other guy.
I think the personality is starting to shift there, but the experiences and the Quicksilver we saw in Age of Ultron is still a part of this Quicksilver.
Yeah, he did say I
Yeah.
got shot up in the street.
Yeah, but I think
and he talks to her about their childhood. The Quicksilver from the X-Men didn't have that childhood.
Huh.
So I think what she's looking at isn't real, obviously, and she's just projecting what she saw and what she thinks her brother would be like, maybe, or maybe the multiverse thing is like impeding on her vision of it.
This
So-
could easily just be some resident in town that she just spewed Quicksilver into.
And I think that he will eventually
I don't think so.
get the history.
I
of
think
the
I think
X-Men.
whenever she sees the dead version of him, I think she's seeing him like in reality. You know
How
how
is
like
she- wow.
you know how they distort like the image of like what it really is in that area.
Yeah.
I think that's what is happening. Is she's seeing what it really is, and that is her dead brother.
Yeah, but how would, I understand how that would work with Vision. Like when we saw Vision with this like crunched head, but when did she go and get Quicksilver's body?
Well,
I think
I have
that
no idea.
someone else is putting stuff in the area, dude. I think that it's very clearly Mephisto. That's my theory. I
Yeah,
don't
it
understand.
definitely wasn't her that got Quicksilver into the whole equation, because she.
I think she
Was
could have
shocked.
done it subconsciously, and that's why it might just be another resident in town that she just spewed him into.
But
I think, like, subconsciously, because there's so many times in that episode, they, like, her brother got mentioned, death was brought up, saying she can't bring back the dead, even though Vision is standing right next to her.
Right.
I think just because of all that, she's remembering her brother, because he just got mentioned, like, an hour beforehand, or, like, the day before, and then now they're talking about raising the dead. So I think anyone would subconsciously be like, man, could I raise my brother from the dead? And there he is.
I think that once this Quicksilver gets out of the hex, the little area that they're stuck in, his memories of the X-Men version of his reality will come back
I
to
don't think
his
so.
head.
I
I think
think-
these are just fake memories that someone has uploaded into his brain. Because that's the same thing with Vision. He doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, he doesn't remember being an Avenger. He doesn't remember the Avengers at all.
And no one remembers their life beforehand until Vision
I
brings them back.
think what's going to happen is this person is going to go back to being just a regular person, but in Doctor Strange, because that one deals with the multiverse, they're going to bring the actual Quicksilver.
X-Men.
That's just going to look like that random resident.
So either way, X-Men Quicksilver coming back.
Yeah, because he's the fan favorite, which kind of sucks because I want an Age of Ultron version to get a little bit more time to shine.
Do you think that because there's multiple universes, the two could be in the same universe?
Nah, I think they're never.
Like, just
I don't.
race to see
I think
who's
the
gonna be
only.
wins?
I think the only character they're gonna do multiple at the same time of is Spider-Man.
I think the reason that they put this Quicksilver in instead of the other one is to illegitimize that one and kind of like make this one like the main
Yeah, I think
role.
they're.
Yeah, but if that was the case,
Yeah.
they wouldn't.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did make fun of that version, but they also it's not getting rid of him because he is him, just new face.
Yeah.
I think it's just because this Quicksilver got more time to shine, and I'm not gonna lie, in his first appearance compared to the other one's first appearance, he was better. So I think everyone was always just like, I want that Quicksilver, screw this one. So I was like, yeah, let's listen to the fans. He's a good Quicksilver. I think that's why they brought this one in. Just because, like, if they would have brought the old actor back from the Marvel Universe, every fan would be like, lame, bring back X-Men one. And it would have just been an upset. They're like, yeah, let's just listen to the fans.
Yeah, they don't have a reason to bring back the one from Age of Ultron.
But they do now have a reason to bring this one in because they just bought Fox and now those characters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is their excuse to do that.
Exactly.
And I think it's a great excuse, honestly.
I do, from what I've seen from both actors, I do think this one would be a more cocky, funnier Quicksilver.
I haven't seen the other guy act anything else.
I haven't either. I haven't seen any of them act anywhere else.
Evan Peters?
Yeah, no.
What?
I don't pay attention to actors.
The new Quicksilver?
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. Like, particularly, he's famous for American Horror Story for sure.
Yeah, I don't watch that. I'm a pussy.
It's not scary in my opinion.
It has horror story in the title.
Can't argue with that.
The first
That's
season's
like if
really
someone
good.
made a show it's called the super scariest show on earth, and you're like, it's not scary. I would disagree with you without watching it.
I think the first season's really good. You should try it.
No.
I remember we had to drag you to watch it.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
I think scary. It's just not it's not a horror show, but it is scary.
Like, I thought I was a pussy when it comes to horror
Scary
movies.
I just
plots and
don't-
stuff.
Man,
Yeah,
dog,
so-
you take the cake.
Who likes
Yeah.
being scared? Like, who likes, ooh, I'm about to die. Who likes that?
I mean, it's a thrilling
Just
experience.
people who are bored. People who just have to
I
feel
like
something.
I'm gonna
Yeah. I'm also a fan.
Horror's nice.
You're all empty shells.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I would prefer to
Normal
feel
person.
exhilarated by something positive. Like,
See, I enjoy thrills. Like, I would love to go skydiving. But
yeah.
sitting down and getting jump scared is not enjoyable.
The original like
Jump scares aren't
creation
that
of-
scary.
That's not true horror to me, like the jump scares and all
Yeah,
that
it's-
stuff.
Okay, well,
It's
that's
just-
what's in every single horror movie
Horror
ever.
should be like
That is kind of true.
tragedy, and tragedies were made
Yeah.
to make you feel good about your own life because you're like, oh, at least it's not theirs. And I think that's a good horror story. Is when you are like, oh, thank God I'm not them.
Yeah, like The Shining. The Shining is a good example of
I
that.
did like The Shining. I mean, Jaden watched The Shining last week, and it was a good experience.
Yeah, it was that movie where you go, I would not want to be them.
I'm a very big fan. I've been a fan of Stanley Kubrick for like a second now, although I don't like him as a person. Fan of his work.
I
What
think
he's
that's
created is good.
something you can do. Is like you can like somebody's work but not like them as a person.
Yes,
I think
for
that's
sure.
very,
I
very
think-
true. And more people need to learn how to separate the artist from the work. I don't know.
I can see why people don't, and I don't blame them for it, but I do, and I think Stanley Kubrick's movies are good, even if he was someone who hated human beings.
Doesn't the art reflect the artist though?
And
I wouldn't say that for like movies and TV shows
The thing is,
because
he didn't-
they're given a script.
Yeah.
True.
Like if they were making songs and like say there's just
but who wrote
someone who hates women and they just wrote a song saying women suck. Yeah, that's the art reflecting the artist. But if they were put into a TV show as an actor and they're like, man, women are beautiful, it's clearly not the same thing. But
Okay.
they have
It's
to
also
follow the
important
script.
to take note of like the intentions of the artwork in general too. Sometimes it could be satire or
However, normally
how they
someone's-
want it to be interpreted.
someone who's acting normally like picks the roles they're acting. So
Yeah,
you,
but
could, you could
hey,
argue
a big check is a big check. If I was given a movie and I had to play the worst person to ever be on a movie, but I was getting paid a lot of money, I would play him.
I mean, it's a
You have to
fair
play 'em?
argument.
Or really?
If you just
I
if you
would.
just see it as
I
a
would.
job.
See, I think the movies that
I mean,
Jack
'cause-
Nicholson picks are weird because he keeps picking the ones where he's creepy.
Well, the only reason I wouldn't is public perception. If I choose a bad character, I would be worried that I would be perceived publicly as like
A bad person,
Public
exactly.
schmublic.
And someone who doesn't worry about that kind of scares me. That person's got a lot of free will.
If I was given $50 million to play Hitler, I would play the shit out of Hitler. I'm gonna be honest,
I would.
because I'm clear. I am nothing like Hitler. I'm not a Nazi. So if someone is like, he played a Nazi, he must be a Nazi. That's not on me. They're just an idiot.
So you understand?
I
Like,
$50 million.
the
That's all it
logical
takes.
question
That's,
next is if Quentin Tarantino paid you
I said that.
a
wrong.
lot of
$50
money
million.
to say the
Shit.
N-word
$200,000.
on television, are you saying the N-word?
I'm not. That's for
Neither
No, I
am
think
I.
that is.
Hitler definitely threw out some N-words.
I think you can play a racist without saying the N-word. I think that is completely
I agree, but
plausible.
you're not playing him right.
Alright, then that's where I draw my line now. I'm not saying that.
That's immediately what I thought of.
Yeah.
Was being forced to say something I disagree with.
Yes, exactly. Like Quentin Tarantino making himself say that. Weird choice, man.
I think it's pretty funny, but I think it's funny because it shows Quentin Tarantino's got to be weird.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what about Leonardo DiCaprio? He played in a movie where he had to say that word.
Yeah,
And I
but
think
he's
that
the
means
best actor of all time.
Leonardo
There's a
So
big
he
difference.
so he gets a free pass because he's good.
Yes, 100%.
So if I was a good actor and I said it, I would get a free pass.
You
If
It's
you're
just
good enough
smart.
of an
It's
actor
like
for me to believe that it's just for acting privileges,
Yeah.
then yeah.
As long as that's not what
if
you
you're
held.
only saying it because you are the best actor in the world and you just want to portray this character as well as you can, then yeah.
If you
But-
made them
but
believe
with
that,
other people, it's different.
if you made them believe that it was the character saying that, not you, then
Well, and
Like, as long as you
It's
didn't
just
have
The
that
whole
personal
time you're
belief
acting the
to
movie,
yourself.
as long as you're a decent actor,
Yeah,
they
you're
should
acceptable.
know that that's not the actor, that's his character.
I mean, yeah,
so you
I
don't have to
agree.
be the best, you just have to be decent.
Me as a person, I won't judge any actor for what they say because I know that they have a script. But I know there are other people in the world that don't think like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I worry about it.
Yeah, I personally once like, oh, you picked that script. you didn't log off when they said that you had to say these words.
Mm.
So
I
you're
mean, it
comfortable
could
with
still
saying
be-
them because you're not saying them with context. You're saying them
I
to
get what you
portray a character, and I think that arguably context matters. So these actors can maybe say it for their roles or whatever, but it gets a little close.
I think we're skirting on the outlines of the topic of cancel culture.
I would rather
Yeah.
not. Next topic.
Great, now our podcast is canceled. Thanks, Seth. I'm leaving.
Did you guys see pictures of Snyder's Joker? Did you, Caden?
I did. He looks so much better than he used to.
I think Jared Leto's a weirdo. I heard that he played in some movie recently where he was like really good. I don't know what it's called. He played as a bad guy, and I was told that if he played, I was listening to the Kevin Smith's podcast, and he said if he played the Joker like that, it would be a spectacular Joker. I think Jared Leto's choice for Joker is a little odd.
I don't think he got that choice though.
No, I'm saying the choice to method act in the way he did.
Oh yeah, that was weird as shit.
I think Snyder's like slapping him on the wrist or something because I haven't heard of any stories about Ben Affleck getting babies in his mail or something.
I'm sure Ben Affleck would beat the shit out of Jared Leto though if he did that. I'm sure like Margot Robbie and I'm surprised if he did it to Will Smith. I'm sure Will Smith also would have beat the shit out of him. But
In interviews,
Wait,
Will Smith
what did he
bombed.
do?
he just sent a bunch of creepy ass shit to all of his co-stars in Suicide Squad.
Like he found fingers or something, dude. Definitely dead rats. Like he
yeah,
what the hell?
like
used condoms.
I
It was
I do
messed
think
up.
Oh, yo.
I
He
think
also
he had
was
the
a-
idea of
shitty
Joker all wrong. Joker is not some disgusting person. He's just insane and likes to do what he wants to do.
Exactly, and I think that was insanity for the sake of insanity, whereas the Joker is insane for like a cause a little bit.
See, but he
Because of society.
yeah,
as a nerd, I know that he's not actually insane. He has super saneness. So he realizes he's a comic book character and nothing he does matters. So he does all this for fun.
so that is a nerd thing to say.
Yes, and that
I did
is-
not know that.
Yes, I knew that because I'm a DC nerd.
Understandable. He's a cool character. I always say he's a very cool character, but I think nothing. This is a controversial statement, but I think nothing will beat Heath Ledger's Joker, even Joaquin Phoenix.
I don't
I think
that's
those
controversial at all.
Those are two completely different Jokers to compare, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're very different.
If Phoenix did a like mob boss type Joker, then you could compare them.
So if Phoenix played,
because Heath Ledger did a mob boss type Joker, like he cared about the crime, he cared about destroying Batman. Joaquin Phoenix, all he cared about was society is mean.
I struggle with name pronunciation as well, but I want you to know.
Joaquin.
I think it's Joaquin.
Joaquin. I'm going to continue to say
struggle with
Joaquin
it as well. I'm saying that if there was a sequel and a band of people that agreed with him joined his mob or whatever, as characters, I just think the Heath Ledger one is better. I think it's sad that Heath Ledger can't play anymore.
On your leg.
What the hell are y'all doing on that side?
I think Seth and Jaden are tickling each other now.
He's getting peeved that I'm moving my foot.
What a Valentine's Day episode. You got love going on.
It'll be on the record that Jaden is naked now.
Definitely not.
Seth, get that out of your mouth right here.
I have video proof we're not naked.
I wanted to introduce myself as the most attractive person alive because people can't see me. I'm really hot.
I am built exactly like Chris Evans currently. Massive arms.
You guys just gotta trust me.
Yeah, what I lie to our 4 viewers?
You mean the other 4 people in the room? Clearly.
Well, no, us 4, because Jaden already said he's not watching this.
Alright. You wouldn't lie to yourself and us 3, I guess, yeah.
Yes, and our moms if they decide to watch.
I don't think I'll let my mom watch
Yeah,
this.
my mom's not watching this.
No.
So we're down to about 6.
But you have been doing, exercise stuff lately.
Yes, but
do you guys want to talk about that?
Planet Fitness sucks. I'm never sore after I leave it, which I need to be sore to know.
I kind of assumed that going to Planet Fitness that it wasn't really gonna work out.
I figured it would. I just I didn't see why it wouldn't. It had bars. It had the machines. And
I also don't understand why it wouldn't.
I don't understand you guys' problem not being sore.
Is the weight literally just not what it says it is because the pulley system is just not working?
That's what I'm thinking is because of all the pulleys on every single thing there. It's just the weight that you think you're doing is much less, so therefore I'm not being sore.
Are you doing stuff till failure? Are you doing it until you can't anymore?
No,
I'm sore then.
I'm doing we're doing regular reps and sets of them, and organized. That way I can go and do my sets on benching and then also go do curls. That way I'm not exhausted after just one workout.
Yeah.
But that's how you get soreness. You gotta be exhausted.
We distribute the energy throughout each of the workouts.
But
we're doing 6 to 7 workouts, and we're getting done with the workout and feeling like nothing happened. The next day we're not sore.
I like how you guys don't feel anything happening, but I'm over here dying. I couldn't walk the other day.
We're maxing out on bench press. We're maxing out on squats, and we're not getting sore. So it doesn't
me and him sat there and did over 100 of calf raises. My calves were fine the next day, and I don't
my calves were sore.
You guys were doing calf raises with a machine?
No, we were doing those with.
We started with a machine.
Yeah.
It was a really weird machine too because you
the calf raising machine.
Yeah, you sat there with your leg.
heels.
You sat there your foot on this bar, and you just pushed it down with your foot.
What the?
So it was it's still you kind of raising your foot up to do calf raises.
But you're sitting at an angle.
The only reason anyone I feel would use that is if they weighed a really small amount, if they weighed 90 pounds. Then that would make sense. Yeah. But why don't you just use your fucking body?
That's what I did.
Once we got done with that, we went and grabbed barbells.
Yeah,
dumbbells. We went and grabbed those and then did it. But even after that, I wasn't sore.
I do think it's a little weird that the pulley system,
I don't know why
considering the fact that I've hardly ever benched, and right before I even had to bench, Caden had to teach me how to do it. And the first time I ever touched them, I almost did 275 pounds. I know I'm strong, but
your arms are very capable, Seth.
Well, I think
you've spent majority of your life only workout being push-ups, so I would think that your arms are much bigger than you would think.
Bench press was also on the chest.
Yeah, no, his chest and his arms.
Chest and arm.
But I think the bar also may be assisted by the pulleys.
I do think it helps a little bit.
So I'm not gonna lie, we should probably just cancel our membership because that shit's not working out.
I think it's nice just because it's
Yeah, but I'm not being sore, and I'm also very sick of having to like just keep glancing over at benches because they have like 1,000 machines and like 3 benches.
That is very true.
Are you feeling the burn while you're working out?
Yeah, but once I'm done, there's nothing.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't. My
That's
body
what
is
we're
like
saying,
no.
dude. That's why we're confused.
And I
We're
don't
feeling the
like- 'cause,
burn
like-
when we do the workout, but we don't feel
It's
it
not
after.
like I'm going home and eating like a dozen donuts or anything. Like I've started eating more.
Well, even if you ate a dozen donuts, that wouldn't affect how sore you are. Like that.
My body's just saying no to soreness.
That's weird.
Are you seeing gains at all?
No, we've been doing this way too short of time.
You know,
Because I'm seeing that I'm getting a little more toned, which is
I'm
my
not, and I don't
goal.
understand because like I'm a bit above you in legs and you're a bit above me in arms,
Yeah.
and we're doing about the same amount, and I don't understand like why it's working for you, not me. My body's saying no, you're scrawny forever. I mean, built like Captain America forever.
Free serum, of course.
Yeah, we're going. Me and Max are talking about going to a Comic-Con. We're gonna do Captain America and Winter Soldier cosplay, and I said if I'm not at least a little bit more built to fill out the costume more, I'm just going as Free Serum Steve.
That'd be really good.
That'd be funny.
Anyone who asked me, I'm like, yeah, I was working out, but I just couldn't do it. I got my back up set.
Worst case scenario, I'll just have a metal rod as an arm. It feels like instead of a cannon. That
tuck your arm into your shirt, like having like your elbow and then
I used
rod
to.
coming out.
No, you could just have the elbow, and you'll be like, oh, before they put the arm on, that's when I'm that Bucky.
Pre-metal arm Bucky.
Pre-metal arm, post-losing arm Bucky. Like 2 seconds in between.
Yeah, just starving out in the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
that's
The best Bucky, of course. The one everyone knows.
most prime for fighting, to be honest.
I used to really love going to the gym in Jane's neighborhood. 1, because it was free, and 2, because there was nobody ever there. Now that quarantine's happened and they have somebody sitting in the damn corner watching everybody while they work out.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
It is so awkward.
There's just a guy sitting there, and he has
They have
like
the hall monitor, bro?
Yeah, you go sign your name in, and like sometimes people get over there to use hand sanitizer, but you have to go sign your name in. And we walked in, and not even like why is he sitting there? And then we start getting ready. He came over. He came over with the clipboard like, hey, y'all gotta sign in. And I was like, what?
That's
Y'all
so
have this?
They're not just working out, just feeling, why are you sitting there, man? Like, just do something.
Like he was,
It's
he was
weird.
almost in the way of one of the benches
Yeah.
too. And I was like, I'm not like that bench was open until another guy came in, and I was like sitting there like I'm not using that bench with him sitting 2 inches away from me.
Like if you were to bench, he would be like 3 feet next to you.
He's
He's the guardian of the gym, bro.
Yeah, man, he's just everybody's spotter at the same time on his phone.
Is he built, at least?
No.
No,
he was-
He's
It's
just
just-
a regular teenager.
It's
like
just a
us.
teen that's just taking a job. But my mom told me that I should probably sign up for that. But I
I
was
would
like,
hate-
no, I
I
don't
would-
want to be the creepy
I
dude in
would
the
hate
corner.
you if you signed up. For
I would
that.
just.
I'd hit me.
Imagine if you
I'd
could work
hit
out. Why couldn't you work out on the job?
You probably could.
You'd probably
That'd
be in
be
trouble though.
sick.
No, I bet that guy does work out. He can't work out that much, you know.
No, he definitely just sits there on his phone. I don't think they're like.
Yeah,
Well,
he
he's
sat-
not doing that much guarding.
Well, his point isn't guarding.
His point is
It's-
just make sure people sign in.
It's it's accountability.
And if you're working out, I don't think that you're paying attention.
Who's
You're
coming in? Who's coming
as
out?
well.
That seems like
But-
a good job.
But it doesn't make
I'm sure
sense.
he
Because
gets
like,
paid,
there's a
7.5.
camera.
Yeah,
like,
why
what is
would
his
camera?
point?
Or you
Probably
could
less.
or you
And
could
also
easily
they
just
have
put
that
a
badge signed in. I don't see
a
that.
board like a piece of paper in the gym and tell them to sign there.
Yeah,
But
it does seem
but-
like an unnecessary.
But don't
doesn't
you have
make
to
any
like scan a
sense.
badge or whatever to get into the gym?
Yeah.
So why can't they just look at that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Stupid neighborhood.
Honestly, fuck the fucking system. Every time I had to go in here, I had to be like, yes, I'm here for Jaden Carr. And it's just stupid. It's so stupid. I had to pull up every single time to tell them why I'm here, who I am, and where I'm going.
I miss the code, man.
I miss
Hey,
the code.
you should know what happened when I pulled up to the gate. I'm an important person because I pulled up. I try the code every time, even though it doesn't work. I just try so they can see me try. So I try. And I'm like, oh man, it didn't work. I pull up. She opens the door to me and she says, "You Colton?" I said, "Yeah."
The fucking difference in this bullshit. Fuck!
Should he burst his bubble?
I mean, I know you called. No shit. Like I can assume that.
No,
but
you just
they
know
didn't
so
ask
much
Seth
things.
for his name.
No, they ID'd our asses.
I didn't call.
They're like this fucking Asian
before
over here.
Seth in time. I missed Seth's drive-in. Like I called a little too late.
Yeah.
Speaking of our neighborhood, though, that's the whole reason I just chose to name the podcast The Inner Circle. It's because there's a road in our neighborhood called The Inner Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Our neighborhood's so culty, dude. It's weird. All the housing areas.
Pretty symbolic of like the neighborhood.
Rich,
the inner
white
circle.
woman.
all of the housing areas have their own names, and all the houses in the Inner Circle are part of like a secret society called the Founders Club.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
The
about
Illuminati.
Holy shit.
So like before you said our neighborhood's kind of culty, I didn't think your neighborhood was culty.
Well, we have like, for example, you want to hear something weird that happened yesterday?
I do.
We've had our Christmas lights up for a little too long, but my neighborhood doesn't allow any sort of not in regulation decoration.
Okay.
So they had a landscaping crew come out here and take off our stuff and put it in our front yard for us to put away, or like in front of our door. Yeah, because we didn't do it in time, so they were like, "Nah, we can't be looking trashy."
That's some bullshit.
That is so
Do
weird.
you think they charged you for the landscaping?
I have
crew?
no idea. I don't think they did.
Probably.
I'll find out eventually.
Dude, like regulations on people's homes and neighborhoods is some of the like it's
Yeah,
something I would never understand.
I mean, I understand it, but I would never put myself in a position to live under regulation.
Yeah, I would understand if it's just like, hey, don't have your front yard filled with trash. Like, I would understand that. But just saying, oh, you can't have a garden gnome 3 inches away from the road? Like, that's just... Let my garden gnome live.
It's very stupid. They just want to...
They're trying to uphold a strict image of the neighborhood.
Yeah,
and
for people that are looking for homes, and it's a
Yeah.
little too strict in my opinion.
You can't like have a for sale sign in front of your yard either. So if you're selling your house, it has to be like through someone that the neighborhood allows, basically. And you also can't have like political signs or garage sales or anything like that. Like everything has to be.
You can't have a garage sale?
Nope. You can't even have a shed in your backyard if it looks the weird color, dude.
A weird color.
Yeah, or like a weird shape even. Like
It has to be approved by the housing administration, right?
This is why I like living in the
don't think I would
boonies.
live-
I
Fuck
would
this.
rather live in my car than
Yeah.
I would rather live in this neighborhood.
Same here. Pool's nice though.
They do have a nice clubhouse. Their fries over there were delicious.
Can you like are you not allowed to put up certain flags inside your house? Like
when y'all are sleeping, they come in and check every single day to make sure it's up to code.
Is that a communist flag they see?
We're allowed like a basic like American flag in our front yard. That's allowed, but it's things like super political stuff.
Like if you painted this room all pink, would they be upset at you?
100%.
They're like they peek in through the window.
Yeah, if binocular in.
If your blinds were open and they saw the pink above your door,
I'm sure they'd be a little pissed actually.
I know
I'm sure that it's not against the rules, but they'd look through the window and see the hot pink room. And they'd be like,
I know you're hiding the hot
That's
pink
not how I
attic.
imagine this neighborhood to be.
yeah.
yeah,
So unpleasing.
yeah, they'd be
But
like,
you on the planet.
you're lowering the value of the other humans that are here.
Yeah.
There'd definitely be plenty of like people walking around gossiping. People just walk in my neighborhood. So weird.
dude, no one walks that much in any other neighborhood. You got some weird Illuminati shit in your neighborhood, man. I've never driven through a neighborhood and like passed a runner or walker every 5 seconds.
I will say I've seen the only time I've ever seen dogs wearing like muzzle collars is in this neighborhood. And
That's
I've seen
for good
all-
reason.
No. It's not even like dangerous dogs, bro. They're like
Got a chihuahua.
a beagle, bro, with a muzzle collar on it.
Hey, Jane, how many
It's
times have you been
strange to
chased
me.
on
Yeah,
runs?
I
in
wonder
this
if it's the
neighborhood?
person's choice, like they want to
Once.
have control over their
Yeah.
dog.
Same.
Or if
Hey, don't be
it's
speaking while he's speaking.
Sorry.
no, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's not a
We're
big
over
deal.
here flirting on our couch. Leave us alone.
That laugh. It was so like golden era, like sitcom Superman, like,
Superhero.
Yeah.
That's Jeff Bezos right there. that was a
Bezos
That was
laugh.
literally like Jeff Bezos.
Dude, that's-
I imagine like the Crimson Chin would laugh.
Is that actually how you laugh?
A little bit.
That's a cool laugh.
Thank you.
Didn't you guys watch The Walking Dead?
Lily used to get on
I
top.
used to watch The Walking
I
Dead.
did too.
I stopped
Yeah, I also
after
used
Glenn
to.
died.
Lily would
No,
get
I really
laugh,
stopped
if
after
I'm being
Negan got
honest.
introduced.
Hmm.
Didn't really.
Oh,
enjoy it.
yeah.
Negan was a cool introduction. I stopped watching after what's his name? The kid died or whatever.
Carl.
Yeah, Carl. After Carl died, it kind of dipped in my opinion, and I stopped watching it.
Negan just wasn't like he was entertaining at first, but after a while, it's just like, all right, let's get to something cool.
Yeah.
All right?
The point of The Walking Dead, in my opinion, is the human and zombie interaction, not the human interaction.
I would like to see them like actually build up. Like I would have loved to see them actually build up a town. They just kept getting thrown into already towns, like towns that were already there.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see like them build the houses, them find the solar panels, all
Yeah,
that.
I get what you mean. It feels like in the Walking Dead universe, there are more interesting stories to be told than the story that they're telling.
Exactly.
Right.
Like
It's like
the
their main
places
story.
they
Yeah.
get to, I would have loved to see. Like I would have loved to see the story of how the neighborhood they got to during the Negan arc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would
that
have
would
loved
be
to see
sick.
how that.
Yeah,
got
that was
built
a
up.
cool
They're just like, oh
neighborhood.
no, we have everything, and just like a normal civilization. I would have loved to see how. How did you possibly find all the solar panels? How did you get that wall up? How did all of that come to terms?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have like an extended universe, like their comics and stuff, and maybe they explain that. But
Okay,
the fact
but
that
Yeah, the comics
show-
the comics
fact that
definitely
I-
have some like hardcore fans, and there has to be a
Yeah.
reason for that.
Yeah.
But the fact that most TV viewers don't get to experience that, because like I don't want to have to buy a comic to further enjoy a TV show.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Well, I think that I guess a lot of the world agrees because the final season started recording. They are finally ending the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many seasons are they on to?
I thought I would die before The Walking Dead. I have no idea. Probably like 37 now.
Oh my god.
Well, what could replace it, and I hope replaces it, they're making a Last of Us TV show. I think that'd be really cool.
I never played the game.
I
haven't
should just
either.
give zombies a break for a
Yeah.
while. I'm not gonna lie.
They can make a Black Ops 2 TV show. That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of cool.
The guy who plays the Mandalorian is supposed to play Joel. Like Pedro Pascal, he's supposed to play Joel. I think he's a very good actor. From what I've seen.
I disagree.
You don't like him?
I'm not a fan.
Of Mandalorian?
No, I'm a fan of The Mandalorian, but I'm not really a fan of his acting skills.
I haven't seen him in anything else, so
I
I'd
don't-
say he's a good actor. I'm basing it entirely off the Mandalorian.
Well,
Didn't
I'm
you also
basing
watch
off.
Wonder Woman too?
oh yeah, he was in Wonder Woman. But
Yeah.
I'm basing it off of The Mandalorian, and well, I probably shouldn't base it off of this, but there's a Netflix show or Netflix movie that came out recently. Is like a superhero. It was a superhero movie.
Oh, that movie doesn't exist. Let's move on.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It was
Movie
like
doesn't
Shark Boy,
exist.
Lava Girl,
And all their
Oh.
children.
Yeah, and all their children.
No, movie doesn't exist. Let's move
Oh,
on.
okay.
and Pedro Pascal
They
was the
ruined my
father of
childhood.
one. Yeah, it was
no.
awful.
Block
If he
it
chose
out,
to be
block
in
it
that
out.
movie, never mind.
I refuse.
anymore.
I refused
That-
to watch that movie the second I heard they were making it. I was like, they're gonna ruin my childhood. I already know it.
I didn't even watch it. Like
I watched
For
15
the whole
minutes, dude. It was.
my
it's
mom
bad.
watched the whole thing, and I was like, "How are you
Your
even
mom
getting
is a
through this?"
brave soldier.
I watched it for about 10 minutes towards the end, and I was like, "This has got to be the worst movie I've ever experienced in my
Do you
life."
like any content where kids have superpowers are just bad most of the time?
Well, no,
Yeah.
the first Shark Boy and Lava Girl
Yeah.
was good.
I also didn't like Shazam, if I'm being honest with you.
Shazam, dude, that was
I
such a
didn't. It was
good
so
movie.
No.
corny. I didn't
Yeah.
get
I
it
don't think
for
that
it.
counts as a kid having superpowers, really. It was a
No,
adult
that definitely
childish.
counts.
Yeah,
no,
it was
that
a-
was a kid that has the body of an adult.
Yeah.
Spy Kids was kind of cool too.
But I'm saying like the actor
The
was
first
dude,
one.
like a
Just
grown man.
listen, because just.
I'm talking about like when I say what I said, I mean like how the kids react to their powers. It's always
Oh.
the same bland content like, oh, the police are here. Come on, guys, we have a town to save. I was like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Dude, the fucking like Dream song from the
Dude,
original.
that goes hard though.
That's a fucking.
Sometimes I listen to that.
Jamie,
as a
pull that up.
lullaby.
We don't have the budget for that.
Yeah, we need to buy Jamie.
Yeah. How much do they cost?
I don't know.
One Jamie.
I want to pull one up to show you the Snyder Joker. He's got like long hair now. It's really interesting.
And there's no more tattoos all over his face.
Yeah,
Plus.
he's starting to look a little normal
Oh, normal for Joker.
for Jared Leto. I think Jared Leto might look more normal if he dressed like him, probably.
I didn't watch Suicide Squad, so
Really?
I think he made that
Yeah.
choice.
Wow.
I also second that.
You think I made
If
it?
you turned your brain off, it was an entertaining movie.
Did you defend it to the
I
death,
saw
No, I never did that.
I saw the title
No.
and like the cover of it, and I
though?
was like,
I must be thinking
I could
of
tell
another
that
kid.
it wasn't gonna be a good Joker movie.
It sucks.
It's not even a Joker movie.
No, he's not in it very much.
Oh,
He's there just to be like,
well, I
oh,
knew it was
I'm
gonna-
the
it wasn't gonna
Joker,
be a good
and
movie.
you're gone.
He's there to like.
I give
laugh.
Harley Quinn heart issues, love issues.
Yeah, that's he was used like as basically for the backstory and to like progress Harley Quinn, which is nice for a change instead of Harley Quinn progressing Joker, you know, the male progressing the female, but at the same time runs in the same issue. It's kind of a boring ass character.
Yeah, they should have made him. If they were gonna put him in there, should have giving him some depth.
Even the director even said that after he made the movie, he was like, "Damn, the Joker should have been the villain," which would have been a much better movie.
I think the movie itself literally just didn't make sense, which makes it hard to immerse yourself into the movie when. If you immerse yourself in, you'd be a confused person because you're like, why is this going on?
See, that's why I just turned my brain off. I was like, ooh, colors, ooh, Deadshot.
Exactly. That's how you have to watch it because it just doesn't make sense.
There is actually just a lot of movies that are out there like that people defend to the death, but in my personal, but I'm just sitting there like,
that is
I
all I
turn
want
my brain
from
off to
my
watch
King
this.
Kong
I feel
versus
like these characters
Godzilla. I
would
just
do
want to
these
turn off my
things.
brain.
It's
Team conflict.
Like, the Suicide Squad as a
Not much
premise
Suicide
makes
Squad.
sense. If I had a bomb in my neck, I'd listen to whoever has the remote. But they just, I could not stand how many times they just went, we're the bad guys. Man, we're the bad guys. Hey, did you know we're the bad guys? Hey, you're the bad guys. It was so cool. Move on, Will Smith, please. It was always him saying it, too.
He's a bad guy.
But they're really hitting good guy things with, in my opinion, not a good enough initiative. Like there was no real reason
For them to do it?
Yeah, would they just had shock collars on or something?
They had a bomb in their neck. I would do whatever someone said if they had a bomb in my neck.
I think hopefully one of them would have been clever.
Depends if they take it off or not.
They're villains. That's what they do. They get bombs off their neck. You know what I mean?
No, if they tampered with the bomb, it blew up.
In a world of superpowers, you're telling me there's nobody in the world.
That's why they never, that's why they chose characters like that for the comics and the movie. That's why they didn't choose anyone who could phase.
Yeah, they only chose characters.
The one time they chose a character that could get a bomb off their neck, they chose Zod from the Superman series. They chose him, and what he did, they put a kryptonite bomb in his neck, and all he did was take his fingernail, slice into his neck, take the bomb, and throw it. That's why they don't choose overpowered characters like that. That's why they choose Deadshot, Harley Quinn, characters who's the second they even try, they're dead. It's that simple.
But wasn't the villain in that movie capable of removing bombs from necks?
Why would she? I feel like she would want to blow them up.
But I think if they're just bad guys doing bad guy things, maybe they could join her in her bad
Put
guy
yourself in the shoes of the Suicide Squad. You are the Suicide Squad, and if you have any free will whatsoever, you would use that free will to make your free will stronger. I feel like any villain, even in that scenario, if they can't get the bomb off the neck themselves, they would be like, how? Can I get in contact with someone who can get this bomb off my neck?
I think they would have that. I think the villain girl who belly dances at the end or whatever could probably get the bomb off their neck.
The thing is, they're constantly being watched by who has the bomb. So anytime they would reach out to
they
anyone,
would just get blown up.
Yeah, if they were to Psst, hey, super powerful person, you want to get the bomb out my neck? And they're like, hey, what'd you say? Bang.
They're villains. They'd organize a plan to kill the person who's got the switch.
But they're constantly under watch.
I think Suicide Squad would have been a cooler movie if it was about the Suicide Squad getting the bombs off their necks. that is the plot of the movie, how they get it off.
Yeah,
it would be more interesting.
It's not hard to be more interested in that movie. Let's be real here.
And the Joker being the villain would be cool because
you would have. I've seen Harley Quinn have to go up against him, or else die.
her abuser or whatever.
Yeah.
It would have been.
By the time he wasn't. She didn't see him as the abuser. She saw him as Mr. J, love of her life. But it would have been cool to see as she's having to fight him with no choice because she has no free will. She would have progressed and seen that he was abusive. That would have been a cool Harley Quinn Suicide Squad movie.
I agree. Do you think the next Suicide Squad will be good? Is it a movie or is it a?
Are they making another one?
Yeah, but basically they're scrapping a majority of the characters. I think Captain Boomerang is still in there. I think Harley Quinn is. But it's a bunch of D-list villains. So definitely no one you could be they could get it off their neck. John Cena is playing someone called the Peacemaker. I've never even heard of that character.
You've never seen him?
No. Peacemaker Adventure Time.
What do you think of John Cena as an actor?
Can't see him.
I think he's a great actor.
I won't see him.
I loved his performance in the Fred movie.
I forgot he was Fred's dad.
Yeah.
to me, John Cena's acting reminds me of Dwayne Johnson's acting.
I'm so sick of seeing
Of course.
Dwayne Johnson's so sick of seeing The Rock in every single.
Well, actually, I think The Rock is a better actor than John Cena.
I agree.
John Cena's just not starting to act.
I think Moana is objectively one of the best Disney movies of all time. Just kidding.
No.
Thought about it more. And he's like, oh, it's just
he saw all of our faces no.
It's a good movie.
But
I think The Rock does a really good job of acting in that movie.
And the singing, The Rock singing in that movie is very good. I think the music in that movie very well done.
Yeah, I thought it was
I-
a really well-made movie.
I don't like the fact that Disney movies are 3D now. I would like for Disney to keep doing their 2D animation and Pixar to do the 3D thing.
When was the last time Disney released a 2D animated movie?
Princess
Before
and the Frog.
2010.
Dude, that's old. That is old. They're done.
Princess and the
Like,
Frog's not that old.
Yeah.
It's pretty old, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's
I don't
only
think-
from my
I think-
childhood.
I really think only you
Yeah.
and maybe
think it came out
select
in
few
tw-
people have that mindset. I prefer seeing 3D.
I don't know, man. I think a
The
lot of
Lion
people,
King, Mulan.
I miss the
like.
I think 2D is most of us here so far.
I
right,
miss
Seth?
I miss the 2D animation.
Well, then I just prefer the 3D.
I mean, I don't mind the 3D.
like the look of any older animation. That's why I can't really get into old anime because like it just looks so bad.
What about Lion King?
Yes. Huh?
Did you not like the original Lion King?
Dude,
that was
no,
2D
okay.
animated.
Lion King
Yeah, it
1,
was
Lion
great.
King 2, Lion King 1.5.
I haven't seen
Any
Lion King.
Ghibli
I've
film
only ever heard
ever.
of Lion King. Well, no, I've heard of the others. I've never watched.
Have you seen
them.
Tarzan? Have you seen like,
No, I don't think I did.
bro?
Tarzan is so good.
Okay, but I
That's
think
a
those
classic.
those get a pass for me because I watched them as a child.
No, I'm saying I think that the issue with the 3D animation one is Disney just took Pixar's like look. Like all of Disney's 3D characters, they all have like the round face, the little bulby nose. They're all like they look very samey, and it's to me it's like less work because they make a character and they make it move.
I don't know, bro. I think Tangled is a better movie than a lot of 2D animated Disney movies.
Tangled
Okay,
went hard.
I think that
I
the
do
story
love
can
Tangled.
Tangled is good.
the story can beat the animation style. I'm just saying.
And I think Tangled was a
visually,
beautiful movie too.
I think it could have been beautiful if it was 2D animated as well.
No.
I definitely,
I disagree.
imagining Tangled as a 2D animated movie, I would prefer it to be 3D animated.
It hurts my brain to think of that.
I think it's
I think
something-
it would have been really interesting to see in 2D.
it
I
depends on the
think it would have
style.
been really
Very
bad
cool.
to see it
I
in
don't
2D.
think that Disney took the style of Pixar necessarily. I think they just adopted 3D animation.
But
And-
look at DreamWorks. DreamWorks is different. Like for example, Rango and Despicable Me. Both of those not like a
Well,
Disney movie.
you also have to expect that
Yeah, and
some sort of
Shrek.
some sort of integration is going to happen when Disney bought Pixar. Like
Yeah, of
there's
course
gonna
they're
be
get
some
the animators
cooperation
from
and some
Pixar,
similarities
so.
between the two, but it's not that much similar to
I
to
do think
Pixar.
Disney could expand their 3D animation a lot.
Yeah.
Because they are doing the same shit over and over again.
In fact, they just released a trailer for what's it called? I forgot. It's something in The Last Dragon or something like that, and it's one that takes place somewhere. I don't know where, but
No way.
I think
No,
I
it
think
takes
Wow.
place in a
I
place.
think it's in.
It takes place.
Dude, I've done no
It takes
research on
place
it. So
at a place.
I'm ignorant, but
during
I
during
think
a
it's
time
Yeah.
I
in
think
a
it's-
world.
I think it's in Asia. I think it's in like a more Asian-inspired story. I could be wrong though. But the faces look the same. Like it look like she looks like she could be a character in Moana. And the fact that all of them look like they could be a character in one of the other ones' movies,
It makes it seem like the same universe.
and it's not really though. Pixar tries. Like there's like a whole like theory.
The
and
Pixar-
stuff.
Yeah.
Pixar theory. I love
Yes,
watching
it's,
that
Yeah.
video.
it's beautiful.
I've
you
seen
watched
that video
the
too.
Carlin one or the other one?
I think it was Carlin.
Okay. I do like the Carlin brothers. I used to like.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was the
a-
Carlin one.
I had a fan account for the Carlin brothers. So I was such a dork over the Pixar theory and stuff.
Yeah,
that
I would believe that, Nerd King.
Okay, well I've seen videos on the Pixar theory, but I don't understand. Like, do all the movies have the same writer?
No, it's
Or do they have to like consult with the other writers and be like, let's make this shit fit?
They all have like a similar team. There's certain things that are always in Pixar movies. Like there's one actor
Yeah, I know.
and every single
I've
one.
watched the video. I'm just trying to figure out how they organized it and how they actually created the movies. Like,
I think they just hey, it'd be cool to see during this scene of Frozen, Rapunzel, and they just kind of drew her in
they
there
have
suddenly.
like a Pixar team.
Well,
that
Frozen
does
and
Pixar
both
shit.
Frozen and Rapunzel are not Pixar.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
something
both.
like that.
You're confusing you're confusing them because Disney is doing 3D animation. If Disney didn't, you guys would know which one's which. Pixar's 3D. Disney should be 2D, in my opinion. Unless Disney wants to do their live-action remakes of The Lion King. Or
No,
whatever.
Frozen as 2D would be so bad.
You know,
I disagree.
we can all agree that 2D, 3D is it's a controversial, but can we just say that live action remakes kind of fucking suck?
I like the live-action remake of Lion King.
You're dumb.
I don't
I
think
I
there's
just don't
enough
like how-
expression on it.
I don't like how Disney's using live action remakes.
They're just
Don't even get me
grab-ass
started
for
on the
money.
Mulan.
Yeah.
The
They
Mulan
they
thing's
like go into their
bullshit.
trash like, hey, look at all this used shit and pull out millions of dollars.
It's a money move for a company that's built on creativity. and that
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like once you start gravitating towards that, that's just it loses all creativity. It's sad.
You know,
I mean, I think there's still art in like the design of the characters, I suppose. But the real reason I like the Lion King one is just because I wanted to see the Lion King in theaters, and I think they should have just brought back the movie for theaters.
I'm sure it would make just as much money if they just re-released the same movie.
Very close.
And you could also
probably.
argue that they could have used that money to come up with
new ideas. And
New
pay
ideas.
People to get new ideas. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Not the best choice.
Yeah.
But you know what is getting a movie, like a cinematic version?
What?
Mario is supposed to be getting one.
What?
oh my lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he got his live action version or whatever, and that was
No.
What do you think
awful.
about that?
the live action one.
Yeah.
I've only seen like scenes, and it looks terrible.
Yeah, the old
It's gonna be like Sonic.
Oh, I don't know. It's not gonna be live action. Like the one they're making is gonna be done by the people who make Minion movies.
No.
Like Illumination, I think is supposed to
Oh
be
my
doing.
god, we're gonna
Oh,
see
man.
fucking Minions somewhere
Yeah,
in the Mario universe, and I'm gonna be so
This is
mad.
what I've heard.
If Bowsette doesn't make a cameo, it's not worth it.
But I think Miyamoto is very
Oh.
protective of his child. Have you guys seen the new Mario Land in
Mario
Japan?
Land?
Oh yeah, I have.
It's so sick, dude.
It's smaller than it seems whenever you first figure out about it.
Yes,
Like,
I mean,
I feel like, dude, they could go absolutely fucking crazy in Japan right now with like Nintendo licensing and creating worlds. I think that's 100% like that would be the coolest amusement park.
Yeah.
they're gonna do one here, and it's supposed to be much bigger
Really?
in like Florida. I mean,
Of course.
I can't wait for that. That seems awesome.
yeah, I'm very excited. I think Universal's supposed to be making like a new park for it though.
I'm not gonna. I would love to just see a whole Nintendo amusement park.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Like how
Nintendo.
Disney World has their shit. I would love to see like a Mario World. Just
That'd be
every
pretty
Nintendo
cool.
thing.
I think right now the only ones that are being considered though is just Mario and Zelda.
Dude, because I would love
love
to
They
just
would
be
100%
walking.
do Pokemon. No,
Oh,
no
yeah.
fucking way they wouldn't do Pokemon.
I would-
and be like
That'd
an
be
interactive.
That would be so
100.
awesome.
Like how Star Wars has like interactive drones you can have.
Yeah.
Like in
Imagine-
places you
I,
can
I,
have
I
like
think
interactive
I think Pokemon there would be the Harry Potter.
They just need to make sure not to make any
universe.
Garden Force statues.
Imagine playing Pokemon Go in a Pokemon amusement park.
Dude, that
There would be like
horrible.
hologram Pokemon of like Kyogre, like huge Pokemons and shit.
Like
too.
on a screen, you mean, or like
Dude,
when
no,
you use glasses?
like-
Because if you've
like-
seen,
Hologram. Like
they're using like AR technology with the new ride over at Japan Universal Studios. Like
I just want the AR to be like
realistic.
yes.
I think
It would suck if it wasn't.
I agree. I think it would be too like techie.
It'd
It
be
would look techie.
a gimmick.
Imagine playing Pokemon Go at like a Pokemon land.
However, I think Nintendo's
Pokemon
very,
World.
I feel like that's what it would be like. Something
Yeah.
similar to Pokemon Go, and it might be AR.
There would probably
Yeah.
still be some rides, but like definitely if like they would update Pokemon Go so like the best Pokemon would be like spawning a lot there.
100%. There would be like app like what's it called?
Exclusives.
Recognition. Like you're in this location, certain
Yeah.
things go down.
Dude, and I would love to be walking through like the Zelda part and then just see like a giant like Master Sword just statue, and like some people might be able to like try to lift it up or something
Yeah.
like that.
There's probably gonna be something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have like
That'd
the,
be so
the
cool.
wristbands thing, so they keep track of what you're capable of doing, like a level basically. And
Oh.
like in the Japan park, you can like hit the coins or whatever with your fist, and it'll immediately transfer that data to your wristband, and it'll be like, okay, you have this many coins. You have
That's
like
pretty cool.
you've done this many things. This is how you played in Mario Kart. This is if you won or whatever.
Dude,
That's
so like
awesome.
the more you level up in like the Zelda, you might be able to take the Master Sword.
I think,
off.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that'd be
I
sick.
would
Then it's
I would
gamified.
stay in the Zelda thing for the entire day
Exactly.
until I got left home with that Master Sword.
And then if they gamify it, it'd be sick. That would be.
I would. Oh, they need to hurry up and make a Nintendo World here now.
Yeah.
Fuck Disney.
Have you guys heard about the Minecraft movie scheduled for 2022?
They're still
What?
making that?
Pardon me?
Super soon. Well, there hasn't been much news on it in a few years, but
I know we got
like 3 years ago, it was scheduled for 2022 and like confirmed, like that is happening.
If
So,
Alex
so
isn't
right
extra
now we
thick,
should believe
don't
that it's
want
gonna
it.
happen.
Is it like canon? Is there
Yeah.
is there a Minecraft?
I
canon?
haven't played. Well, there are Minecraft games that aren't Minecraft.
Yeah, like Dungeon Master.
I
is what it's
haven't
called.
I haven't ever played any of those, but
Yeah.
I think that there's a story, and like there is truth and untruth.
If
If
the
Steve
story-
and Alex are characters.
If the
It's
story
just-
doesn't end with them fighting the Ender Dragon, what's the point?
That'd be
So,
very
do you think it
cool.
would be
It's just gonna be a remake of a live action remake of Minecraft story mode.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Have you played Minecraft
No.
Story Mode?
I've never played Minecraft Story Mode. How does it go? How does it...
I haven't played it. Why? Yeah.
I've seen
No one here
playthroughs
should
and-
have played Minecraft Story
I've
Mode.
seen playthroughs. It just does not look fun.
Yeah.
Did they make
Just
one?
get
It's like a
Technoblade to
Telltale
be in
game,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like,
Dream.
oh,
Oh,
do
yeah.
you want to build a creeper or do you want to build a chicken?
Is that like the Bandersnatch one on Netflix or whatever, where it's like?
Well,
make
have you played a
decisions?
Telltale game? Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the
Netflix
Walking
has
Dead
one.
video.
I
It's
think
just
it-
not cool.
I think it'd be very cool if they did like cameos of like past famous Minecraft YouTubers in it. I think that'd be a little
They
like a
would
little cute
100%.
thing.
They
Yeah,
would
that'd
have
be
to.
sick.
They would have
Yeah.
to.
That'd be so cute.
That's how Dream does his face reveal. He shows up in that movie.
Oh.
Crazy.
Like a
And nobody
snack
knows
off.
it's him.
Yeah, no one knows. Just a few months later, he goes, "Oh, did y'all not see me in the movie?"
And people are just trying to debunk, like trying to figure out who he is.
Like he would just be walking by with like George and Sapnap, and then that's how he does his face reveal.
Where
Never
is
says
Waldo?
anything about it.
Where's Waldo? But it's just Dream.
I was not a huge Minecraft video watcher.
Wow.
Oh.
You missed out on
Yeah.
You are
a
missing
generation
out.
of video.
I love Sly Fox sound. I
I was
love
a big fan of Dan TDM. I love seeing all the
Dan
mods.
TDM.
he
I
messed
didn't
with.
watch it.
I-
Sky.
I watched
Sky.
Sky Minecraft.
Yeah.
I was more
Sky's
into
Minecraft was
Jerome ASF.
Captain Sparkles and what's his name? What the
My
cat?
Captain
Stampy Longnose.
Stampy Longnose. I watched.
Is it Stampy Longnose or Stampy Longhead?
He has 2 channels.
Ant Venom. That was.
And Venom's pretty cool.
And Venom, yeah. I watched Beijing
Oh, the
Canadian.
Atlantic Craft. That was
I
awesome.
would watch on my brother's shoulder. The Beijing Canadian, this guy's Minecraft, Minecraft Universe.
Yeah, Minecraft Universe.
SS Sunday. Those are all ones that I
Yeah.
recall over my brother's shoulder.
Oh.
You watched them. What do you mean, bro? What are you talking
Over
I
his
changed
brother's
my-
shoulder.
I
He
changed
means
my mind.
I
The
did
big
what?
villain has to be Technoblade, and Technoblade has to win. Like
I've
he
seen
has
this-
to kill Steve and Alex. Because Technoblade never dies.
When I was playing Minecraft with you guys, I didn't even know I had Technoblade's skin because I didn't watch them. I
Well, no, Technoblade is a new age Minecraft.
Yeah, he's kind
There's
of.
Oh.
a huge.
He's been around though, but
He's
just
been
really,
around, but
just
he's
recently
not
got
as popular.
popularity.
yeah, he wasn't big back then.
Technoblade is just he's like a PvP Minecraft YouTuber.
Yeah.
He's really fucking
And the
good.
Potato Wars.
Potato Wars.
Have you guys been playing Minecraft still?
I have played Minecraft consistently for 8 years.
No, I'm saying the like most recent server we've
Yes.
created. I know Jade and I dipped.
Not
Like,
recently.
No,
I
I
haven't
haven't played in a while.
Maybe 2
Yeah,
years.
I've been busy with
I played
schoolwork.
Minecraft on and off throughout the years.
Yeah, I feel like Minecraft is something I get. I'm just a person that starts.
It's like the girlfriend you come back to.
I started playing a new survival game, so I was like, yeah, I'm kind of bored of Minecraft
What
right
survival
now.
game?
It's called Scum. It's a new. It's still in early access. It's about like prisoners. They get put on an island and they get to survive. But the thing is, it's probably one of the most realistic ones I've seen because like you create your character. Fun tidbit: the bigger the dick, the dumber your character is. So I set my character to have a 3-inch penis. So he's smart but tiny dick.
What the fuck?
And so it's like the more you eat,
just
the
made
less
this
you move. The
character
fatter your character gets. The less you eat, the more you move. The more anorexic. If you have a healthy balance and you're like constantly moving and eating, your character will get buff. You have to like learn, and like the more you do things, better your like the easier it is for your character to do it.
What game? This is on PC.
Yeah, PC.
Huh? How much was it?
I don't. It was I think like 20.
Is it
Oh,
is it
that's not
popular?
bad.
Like, do people know about this game?
It's not that popular, but there are shit ton of servers people play on.
Huh?
And like currently, me and Caden are playing with my stepdad and brother, and we're having fun. Right now, there's these 2 assholes parked down the street from where our base is because we're kind of camped in the church. They put a fucking landmine in the road. As me and Caden were gonna go set off fireworks in front of their base just to tease them. We're gonna go set off fireworks, but no, we're driving over and our police car gets blown up by a landmine and we die. And I just sat there on my the prisoner died screen for a while, hearing them talk, and they're like, "Ha, look at it!" And they're like, "Oh, we got another car. The car lit. Ah, there's 2 of them. Ah, we made enemies for sure." I was like, "Fuck yeah, you did."
So when does this take place?
There's no lore.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's like
like
survival
DayZ,
Yeah, it's just
Kinda.
a
You
survival
guys ever
game.
played Rust?
Rust is
No.
really
I've
fun.
been playing Rust recently.
but I want to.
What is Rust?
Another survival.
It's another survival game.
I
So
don't play survival games, so I have
it's
to
it's
be
uh
You're missing out, bro.
I know.
it's a very PvP based game where you just like you gotta build a base, make sure other people don't get into your base and raid other
like
bases.
Ark.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like Ark, but
except way better. For it's Ark. Well, I mean,
Okay.
not better as a game.
Shock from these
I-
guys' faces.
Okay, not better as a game.
I'm scooting away
Shut
from
the fuck up.
It's a bold
Not better.
statement.
Not better. I don't mean better as a game objectively because that's not something I'm saying. What I'm saying is like it's better
You
as a
almost
survival.
busted your ass.
Like I think Rust so far is the best survival game I've played
How so?
because it's been the hardest to survive in.
Okay.
all of the other ones have been pretty easy to survive.
I could disagree on that.
wholeheartedly because in Ark, like it's the same for Rust or Ark. If you get
I
into
also
a
never
server-
got super into Ark, so if you whatever you guys say, I can't even reflect.
But
Okay.
so here's how I do because on either game, if you get into a server that's already been there for a while, you're fucked either way because the dinosaurs level up in Ark and players in both already have machine guns and you're just have a rock in your hand. But in Ark, like even if you get to a just now started server, you have to deal with the people like you would in Rust. But then you also have to deal with a T-Rex looking at you and then wanting to eat you just when you're getting wood.
I guess it's a better game in my opinion because it doesn't have dinosaurs.
I think
Rust is
on the
worst
contrary,
game,
I
in my
think-
opinion because it doesn't have dinosaurs.
Exactly.
If I can't have a herd of velociraptors, what is the point of my name being
The
Raptor
first-
Sidious?
The first time I played Ark and I got on, I died in the first minute because I got destroyed by a T-Rex. And it was nighttime and I couldn't see him and he just came out of the forest and I screamed. I was like, ah! And he killed me.
You know
It
who
was
acts?
awful.
You know who acts like The Rock, kind of? Vin
I found
Diesel.
money in the couch.
You see the trailer?
Yes.
With Vin Diesel in the new Ark game.
Ark Survival Evolved 2.
Have you seen the
I haven't
new
seen the
trailer?
trailer, but I know it's coming out.
Vin
Diesel
Diesel is the character
Is he
in the
playable?
trailer.
He kind of looks like an Ark character.
You
to
can
be
definitely
honest.
make Vin Diesel in the Ark creation.
Yeah.
Are they
Ark
like not
creation.
doing dinosaurs for this one? I'm a little disappointed.
No, they are.
That was
are?
definitely
Yeah.
dinosaurs,
Yeah.
All right.
But they're adding feathers, I think.
Junior beta.
Yes! I get my feathery raptors.
Because in the trailer, it's definitely a more accurate depiction of what a T-Rex looks like. Which is cool. I like that.
I do think God just used the Ark Survival Evolved like character creator to make Vin Diesel.
Captain America logo.
Yeah, those ones. Have you been playing Mario Kart lately?
A little.
Because
I played yesterday.
Okay, so
Broken pencil.
our group is doing a tournament. It was all right. I'll post our results of the tournament on a Instagram that I made for the podcast.
If I win, then yeah, you can post it.
The Inner Circle Pod on Instagram. That is the @. I will post results regardless of if Caden or Seth's wins.
Just
Because
ignoring
I don't
my
mind winning.
wishes.
You said you were playing it for like a while. How good do you think you are at Mario Kart now, Colton?
Not that good.
Do you think you could beat Caden? I feel like you're notoriously the best at Mario Kart.
Dude, y'all are getting your asses kicked when we play Mario Kart.
I'm just
I
hoping
don't
for
know.
third.
I don't think we'll be getting our asses kicked.
I will bet you money you will. I bet you money I am winning Mario Kart.
Do you guys remember how I played Mario Kart? I will lose the Mario Kart one for sure, but I think I'll win the tournament in general.
First follower. Don't even have a profile picture on the account.
On
No,
what?
I haven't
On
put-
the
I
Inner
haven't-
Circle Pod Instagram account.
Wow, we're already getting famous.
One
First,
follower,
first follower,
posts.
let's
We're
go.
gonna need a manager.
Yeah, Jamie, can you give us one of those?
No.
I mean, if you look at how many followers we gained in the past minute, like, and that's one per minute, like that's a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Well,
In a few days we'll be going crazy.
I think we're looking for a steep decline in the future.
No.
Hopefully not.
Made it into the negatives.
Like, what games do we have set up? We have Mario Kart, Mario Party, Smash Bros, and Gun Game.
Yeah, gun game on
COD.
Call of Duty.
BO2.
Are we starting that today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Hopefully, yeah.
excited.
Tonight we will play the
I-
video game portion if we can. And then we need to figure out times. We're also doing
I gotta
a-
call my mom.
He's got to call his mommy.
The TV and spend the night.
We're doing a cutesy little sleepover for this one.
We're getting in pajamas and pillow fighting. We're gonna cuddle again. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so adorable.
No cuddle pictures though, guys.
What?
That was the best part of last time.
Yeah. I didn't even get to cuddle last time.
You're too big.
I'm sorry.
Seth
No.
is like
But
8
Seth
foot.
is about 7'20".
and we're all like 4 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Caden, he's Chris Evans,
Yes,
basically.
exactly. I look exactly like Chris Evans.
About 4 foot.
Yeah, but 4 foot.
Colton is the most attractive dwarf on the planet.
Yes, obviously. God, I have to.
He's Chris
I have to
Hemsworth.
handcuff myself to my
But-
chair so I don't lunge at him.
Oh, when you guys work out, do you guys have like a?
Dude, we're about to work out after this podcast.
Do you guys have fictional like figures or even real people that you like use as inspiration.
Chris Hemsworth.
Bruce Lee.
I'm also a Hemsworth person.
Hemsworth has the bod,
Dude.
More
and
so
maybe
Tyson,
maybe
Ali.
like a mix between Hemsworth, Bruce Lee, and like Donnie Yen. If you don't know who Donnie Yen is, he was the actor in Ip Man.
I feel like Chris Hemsworth and Bruce Lee are
Tyson
on
Fury.
different scales.
Yeah,
They're on
Bruce Lee
different
is all
spectrums, but I
cardio.
want the size of Hemsworth and the tone.
I think it's
like
not possible.
the toneness of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I think you can either get bulky or you can get tone.
Well, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong.
Now you can get bulky, and if you just drink a lot of water and then stop drinking water for about a month, you'll get.
Yeah.
Like they dehydrate themselves for the roles of Thor and stuff like that.
I think you can bulk up to a point where you can just stop bulking and start toning.
I'm more so interested in like looking like Thor than Chris Hemsworth. Have you seen like pictures of Chris
Anthony
Hemsworth?
Joshua.
He looks a little better as Thor because he has to like.
Yeah, because he works out. Yeah.
Yeah, he really tries.
See, I will be happy
Don't
if I
do
end up
well,
looking
bro.
like Stephen Amell or Chris Evans. Both of them very buff men. Both I am very attracted to. If I end up looking like Captain America or Green
No
Arrow,
homo.
I'll be happy.
Would you guys ever
All the homo.
Would you guys ever pick up like a famous person's workout routine and apply it to yourself?
Yeah, I've done that before with Mike Tyson's workout. I tried it. I got one day into it, and I wanted to
I
kill
feel
myself.
like I need to get to a
Perhaps.
point where I'm good at working out. That way I can. Because
Yeah.
if not, then I'm gonna be trying like their workouts. I'm like, how do I do this?
Yeah, if I'm aiming to get to that point, and that's what they're doing already, I'd want to build up to that.
Yeah.
Like
get
that's
to a
not
point
something
where-
I'd start with.
Yeah.
And if I was to start with it, I'd downsize the workouts to the point where I can manage it.
I definitely think I'm almost there, like physicality wise, but just not there completely.
If I got to
Like, I
a point
can't
where
do
I
it
can
repeatedly
easily
over and
bench
over
my
and
body
over
weight,
again.
I would start doing that. Once I get to that point, I'll probably pick like Chris Evans' workout routine and try to follow that once I can bench my body weight easily.
Does anyone inspire your dietary goals, Colton?
No.
There's just one of the famous guys in like comic book world is Kevin Smith.
Mhm.
He's like, he had a heart attack, and then I think his like daughter convinced him to be vegan, and he's lost a lot of weight and hasn't had like heart problems since.
Wow.
Like,
I'd rather
So
have
I was
heart
wondering-
problems than give up meats. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I was wondering why you
Same.
chose that to get rid of like Christian meat or like red meat or whatever it's fucking called.
Because it's strictly just to cut out most fast food.
Oh,
Smart.
see, that makes sense.
They don't really have fast food fish unless I get the fillet of fish from McDonald's.
Why not just cut out fast
Isn't
food
that
then?
what you got majority of the time we went to McDonald's though?
Also, just because some people think like I get some social credit points for being a vegetarian.
Oh, yeah,
just
that's
because
right.
people value me.
Yeah, they're like,
AKA Max.
Just so you know, if you think I'm any of a better person for being a vegetarian, I disagree with you. But I'll take your better person points.
He's
for sure.
lying. He has a huge ego about being a pescatarian. when we stop this podcast, he's gonna stare all of us in our souls. I'm a better person than you.
yeah, let's be clear. He definitely still kills fish. Like,
Yeah,
he's like,
absolutely.
yum.
And I make sure that they hurt while I do it.
He grabs them out of the water and just holds them in there so they suffocate.
all of my fish are killed through drowning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him like buy a bag of plastic straws just to dump in lakes.
I once saw Colton waterboarding a fish.
Hey, that was...
I once saw Colton shove straws up turtles' noses.
But yeah, not killing, pigs or cows or whatever. I'm sure you get brownie points with God or whoever is up there.
He created the universe. You think he's drawing the line at the deli aisle? Come on.
That's
Maybe.
funny.
He stole that from Bo Burnham.
Yeah. Arguably, he could be like, I created plants. Why are you guys killing all the animals?
He arguably could be like, I created the plants. Why are you guys killing all the plants?
Yeah, that's true. I think that.
What about my trees, man?
I think fruitarian is a true most ethical diet because then you're not killing anything that would have just died on its own anyway.
Yeah, you're killing yourself, and that's pretty unethical.
It's a matter of opinion, alright?
You guys heard about Steve Jobs? He was a fruitarian. Look what happened to him.
You probably just did it wrong or something.
That's what happens when you eat fruit.
All the pre-production iPhones in his pocket gave him cancer or something. I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. I feel like our conversation has come to mostly a close. I'd like to discuss the tournament one last time. I think that who do you think is going to win the video game section entirely?
Me.
Okay.
I think
Alright,
effectively
Lisa.
everyone is going to think
Wait, so
that
is it
they're
just
going to
like
win.
5v5?
Pick someone
like
that-
1v1v1.
Yeah, we're doing 1v1v1s.
That's it. Me, 100%.
We're doing this because before we had tried doing this in September, we call it September Showdown. It was supposed to be video games, board games, and sports. But Colton and I's team demolished in both video games and board
Okay,
games.
do not say demolished. You won because Mario Party
By
took
small
eight-
margins.
Exactly. Mario Party was like, hey, you know what? You could take 2 of their stars and I'll give you 1 for free. And they're like, okay, we demolished you. We were winning for 99% of that game.
Well, we won
Yeah,
the...
you were winning for 99% of that game and somehow fucked it up. You know what I mean? Like we demolished.
I will walk out right now. Meet me in the parking lot.
I think
Kane's still recovering from the heartbreak.
demolishing is winning 99% of the time and then winning the last percent of the time.
Yeah, demolishing would
Never
be if y'all
giving them a
were
chance.
ahead of us the entire time.
Either
Y'all
way-
won by the luck on your
We
toenail.
We
We
won
were
enough
demolishing you.
to the point where we didn't even have to do the sports one. So this time around, we're doing the sports one no matter what. And we're doing new video games. And it's going to be 1v1v1v1, no
For the
teams.
most part.
Because Seth had to join and make it unbalanced.
So if you guys had to pick someone that isn't yourself, who do you think is going to win the video game tournament?
Colton.
I also think Colton
I
has the
think
best
Colton
chance.
as well.
Colton and maybe Caden has a chance.
Yeah, I think it's between
I
both.
think-
I know for a
Colton
fact I
Caden.
could probably take 2 of the categories.
Okay,
I would 100% take
But if you
Mario,
had to pick other
Mario
people,
Kart.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm just saying,
I'm
I
not-
really
it's
don't
risky.
know.
I think Colton.
if you
can do it.
win
He can
Mario
still,
Kart, I will cry.
my goal is just gun game.
I think he can still. He can
I
probably
think- I
still
think
Sorry, buddy.
smash and then.
I've got
dominate
too
zombies.
much
Mario,
car experience.
I think I
for you
take
to
Mario
win
Kart
that.
for sure. I'm decent
I
at
think
gun
gun game's
game.
between
Mario
him and I.
Party is just gonna be a toss.
sure.
I think Mario Party is gonna be the biggest deciding factor. Whoever wins Mario Party probably.
Yeah, they
won
just
it.
get a
I
bonus
used to
because
not
it's
sleep just to play Call of Duty.
My
now.
childhood was built on the foundation of first-person shooters.
I 100% have more hours than either of you in Black Ops 2. 100%.
Dude, I don't believe you.
Yeah,
every time, like, I want you to imagine every time you played CS:GO, I was playing Black Ops 2.
I want you to imagine every time you got home from school, you turned on your TV and didn't turn it off until you went to bed. Like, I want you to imagine 8 hours of a day.
I
of
didn't
just
go
game
to
play.
bed.
Colton,
I was
you went
playing
to
the game.
I would.
I woke up in the morning and I went to work. Does I worked
Xbox
11 hours a
360
day.
Zombie
God.
training.
Fucking
bro.
pathetic.
Does
I go to
Xbox
sleep at
360
3
Okay, how many
a.m.
things did
and
you
wake
have
up
gold?
at 5.
I had
and
diamond
work.
snipers. I had diamond ARs. Did you have anything diamond?
I have no idea.
Yes.
Dude.
I
don't play
grinded
anything like
that game, bro. I went absolutely crazy.
Is that online stuff or is that like?
Online, yeah,
I
multiplayer.
didn't play online.
I'm not
I
gonna
literally-
lie.
so
I'm
my
shit at
experience
Mario-
is other
I'm
people-
shit at
Wait, you
COD. I'm
just
just good at
played
gun game.
zombies?
Yeah.
Mostly zombies or gun game against people that were like in the room.
I only played online and I fucked
I'm-
kids up, Max. You
I'm
fucked up
fr-
robots.
Oh no, I guess I played online with like Nuketown stuff, but it was never. It was always just like team deathmatch.
I played free for all and I won every time.
I'm just coming to accept the fact I'm just forfeiting every first-person shooter because I've like played once when I was like at my uncle's house.
Every time I went to Caden's house, we would play like gun game or anything, and I was shit at everything but gun game. Gun game is where I demolished him.
As soon as I
Fighting
stopped
games?
using a controller when I play Call of Duty, I'm bad at controller now. So you might win because I've played.
Oh yeah, my hands in the
Shooter
Xbox
games?
360 controller are like 1. There is no controller. I just am. Who do you guys think will win the board game section?
Well, that's a toss up between
Yeah.
everyone.
If
It's
we're
just
including like,
Yeah.
I think chess is gonna be.
Can I get my little
Chess-
brother to
Come on
play
now.
for me?
Chess is gonna be Jade.
Come on now.
Chess is gonna be Jade.
Now we're doing
I don't
anti-chess,
know.
and I'm taking that.
If it's a timed game under 5 minutes, I think Colton has it. But if it's over,
No, I think I have it either way.
if it's a 10-minute game, then I think I've got it.
All right, so
Because it gives me more time to think.
I
And
don't
when I have
think
more
so.
time to
I'm
think,
really confident.
I think of all.
In all
Watch
the
me
board
swapping
games,
my
it's a
brother.
toss-up.
I think
You guys
Clue,
wanna
I
tell
got
the difference
this.
between us
I
two?
get Clue every single time, dude. I'm so good at Clue.
I think
Jenga, I also beat you.
I'm very good at Jenga.
Well, I was against
I'm not
Caden with
winning
Jenga
that.
last time,
Yeah, you're right.
so we can switch that up this time. Well, I mean, we have to play.
We're all gonna
everyone.
play each other.
So,
Yeah.
so for sports, we're doing boxing, right?
no.
No,
We're
no,
not doing
no.
anything like wrestling or boxing, because
I
you have
think
an unfair
I
advantage.
think wrestling will be fun. However, I think that if not everyone wants to do it, then
We've
we're
created an
not
unfair
doing that.
advantage by adding you in.
Yeah.
And literally every other sport I am fine with, but anything where it's like you are fighting, I'm not going against that. I'll just
We're gonna
forfeit.
do sports that everyone.
You're
has
gonna see who
equal
can run a
opportunity to
mile.
win.
Yeah.
Who can run
Yeah,
a mile?
for the
one,
most part.
one where it's
fuck.
imaginable that every person we
Yeah.
should do sports that
like bowling.
Like
tennis,
if we added in boxing,
no offense to
there's
like tennis players. I'm sure it takes a
no-
lot of
Yeah.
them.
So
there's
But-
4
What we
casualties
mean is like
before.
we
our
are
group.
we're all equally bad at tennis, probably.
Yeah.
So and we,
What about basketball? Like just shooting.
Yeah,
No, I think
basketball's
all
better
of
than
our
basketball.
very, very pale-skinned selves would be the same terribleness at basketball.
No, I know. I'm saying, what about basketball as a sport? Would you guys have that?
Yes, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I
I'm
love
sure
it.
Seth has
So how
played a
many
bit
sports
more.
do we have to have?
That comes with the
I
territory
think
of
we
being
got-
called
That
forced
comes
to
with a
play.
good story.
4,
Basketball and Seth.
What'd you
It would
lose?
have to be
Or
6.
he lose?
No, he lost.
6.
I
tops.
tried out every single year.
Oh,
and
I
never made it.
remember.
Right now,
You
tennis.
tried out for the basketball
Cool.
team, right?
Yeah.
But if we're
Basketball.
doing 6 tops,
Yeah.
it's best 2 out of 6.
Tell the story,
It's the
buddy.
first person to
Yeah,
win.
I am
I,
not
you
good
know,
at
you know what I
basketball.
think would be really fun? Oh, wait, go ahead.
Yeah.
They're talking about the time Seth tried out for the basketball team.
Yeah, I'm so bad at it, I can barely dribble. When it comes down to doing layups, I can't make a layup. I could dunk, but that was it.
And this man's 6'6", and he
Yeah.
didn't make the basketball team in high school.
And yet they let Marvin in. And he is like 5'2".
Marvin was very athletic. Like, he was
Yeah.
able to do things.
Marvin
Yeah,
could
I could-
jump over
I
you
could-
and then dunk.
He definitely can't dunk.
If he could dunk,
He was
I would
athletic
I would
guy.
eat my own
Yeah, he
foot.
is.
So, board games sounds like it could be a toss-up.
Yeah, board games toss up.
Sports, though.
It depends on what
It depends
sports.
on the sport.
It does
If
depend
it,
on
use,
sport.
if it uses any
Mo-
legs,
most-
Jaden's got
mostly
it.
like hand-eye coordination sports.
I think it's gonna be me.
Because
I'm
pretty sure we said for sure like bowling. We can do like Jaden said pool. We can do tennis.
I got some experience with tennis, bro.
I have an idea for one. We could
Wait
do
for it.
hacky sacking, and just you get like 5 tries or something like that.
Colton, you
Whoever
look
can
like
tennis-
a look like a hippie.
who-
All right, you
whoever-
have an unfair
whoever
advantage.
can
You're
keep
wearing a
that-
hacky sack right now.
Who can keep the hacky sack up the longest. we could do it with a soccer ball or something like that. Just
Yeah.
whoever can keep it up the longest.
See, I
I'll
was
just sit
Or
out.
the-
juggling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna suck you guys at juggling.
I think
This
we do basketball,
dude,
we
every
should
day,
force.
what was it?
Yeah.
I think I even remember you
Yeah,
back in
very
like
little
middle
like
school doing that shit.
competition sports.
Dude,
more
yeah.
so
That's like the one memory I have of
Scale.
you.
No,
You didn't
like-
exist
like-
then,
yeah.
besides that.
not like man versus man.
I
It's-
played
it's something we have
soccer
to do
for 9
teams.
years.
Yeah.
I think like if we do bowling, I have a good chance at that. If we do pool,
Is
good
pool a
chance at that.
sport or is it a board game?
Oh, that's a good question.
Pool's a
What?
sport.
Are you kidding me?
Because it requires
a board
movement.
game.
Yeah,
dude.
a board game.
Whoa!
A board game
I-
does
no,
not require
I-
you to do this.
That slipped
Like,
out of my
you-
mouth, dude. No, that's a sport.
I thought you two were about to fight.
I think it should
It's
be
not a board
sport.
game.
But
There's no reason that it
Is-
would be a board
so
game.
tennis
It happens
is
on the
also-
table.
I mean,
Table tennis happens
tip-
on the table.
table tennis is
so-
also a sport. So
No.
foosball, sport.
If
Rockies?
gaming is a
I
sport,
would think
sure.
it's a sport.
Foosball is like an arcade game.
So rock and sock'em robots would also be a sport.
No,
then.
that's definitely a game.
That's yeah.
So
Well,
There
to
is
be
a-
honest, I don't think pool is either a sport or a board game.
I think it's a game.
Yeah.
there's people that consider chess a sport. So if chess,
That is silly.
if it's a mental,
Well, sport. A
I'm
sport
sure
is
you're
like
offending some
physically
people out
exerting.
Well, you
activity.
just
Have you guys
different
heard of
definitions
chess
of sport
boxing?
than me. You shouldn't be
That
offended
shit
by
is
having a
awesome.
different definition of
yeah, I
sport.
guess you're right. I guess
Like,
you're right.
I can't even imagine like trying to keep focused playing chess while boxing in between rounds.
I think
Oh,
chess
chess
is harder
boxing?
than
Yeah.
Heard
I
of
think
that.
chess is harder than basketball. But
So do you think that?
What?
I think it is harder to be the best chess player alive than the best basketball player.
So do you
alive.
think esports are a sport, or do you think they're like an esport, which is their own thing?
They're an e-sport?
So board game sports should be B sports.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, Max. Sure.
Are you proud of yourself for that one?
Just basketball, like
That-
in the
that's a
hive,
good
bro. Like in B sports.
That's a real good one. I'll start calling them that. I'll start if you start.
All right,
Oh,
bet.
great. If I have to hear this,
You
one
heard
time.
it here.
You don't have to hear it, you have to say it. You have
We've-
to help us start this
I am
word.
not saying
that.
We've, we've officially coined B sports, which is the things that are kind of sports, but maybe not. Things played on like a table. I think it's the end of our podcast. I imagine there's nothing else. You guys have any closing statements?
Just end super abruptly.
Do you guys have any closing statements?
No.
Anything you guys want to talk about
Closing
before we
statement. I'm not at a hearing.
leave? I say we go.
What?
I say I go hand you guys these
a
L's
hearing.
in Call of Duty, and that's it.
We'll see.
It's a court case.
All
We have to
Yeah.
defend ourselves. I'm not an asshole completely.
Bye.
Bye.